Here's a hard truth that most people in recovery will never hear. Sobriety will not change your life if you just stop using. Sobriety only changes lives when we stop living below our potential. I want to talk to the people who are sober or trying to get sober, but you feel stuck, frustrated, bored, or just quietly disappointed. And it's embarrassing to talk about, right? Because look around you, everyone else seems happy. You seem to be doing all the right things. So what's going on? I got news for you. You're not broken. You're just working with an incomplete roadmap. Believe me when I tell you, I have been there. I know what it feels like. Because I used to think that sobriety was the end goal, but it's not. We stop using. We avoid our triggers. We make it through another day, but we're hanging on for dear life. Like our knuckles are so white. But then something sad can happen, right? We're sober, but our life didn't turn into the life that we're excited about. You know, we're bored, we're restless, we're doom scrolling for that quick hit of dopamine. And the worst part for me was always feeling like I was capable of so much more, but not knowing what to do first. I felt so stuck. That feeling ate at me for a long time, but I would never admit it. But let me tell you something, that discomfort, that feeling, it's not a failure. It's a sign. Not using removes the immediate chaos, and yes, of course, we need that, but we don't automatically get purpose, direction, structure, discipline, confidence. And without those things, our brain automatically goes and seeks relief again. And that's why so many people will relapse after 30, 60, 90 days, including myself. Not because we forgot how bad it was out there, because we don't forget that. It's because nothing meaningful has come in to replace what the drugs or the alcohol used to give us. We need some intensity, some escape, some excitement, some danger, right? That's why we use, that's why we drink. We also need something to move toward. Here's the shift of perspective that changes everything. Sobriety is not the goal. Sobriety is the foundation, and it's what we build on top of that foundation that's going to dictate the direction of our life going forward. Lasting sobriety comes from becoming someone who you respect. Someone with real goals, real discipline, real routine, physical strength, and a future that you wouldn't trade away for temporary relief. So let me slow this down for a second, because this is the part that most people miss. If you're sober and you still feel off, listen to this short story. I was about 3 years clean at the time, living in a crappy basement apartment, and I was struggling to sleep one night, and I remember thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I feel terrible. Is this it? Is this what my life is like? I am not happy right now. I was too afraid to tell anyone about it because I didn't want to seem less than perfect. Now, it didn't mean I was doing sobriety wrong. What it meant was that I had outgrown the previous version of recovery that was given to me. It was time for something new. In early sobriety, we got to stop the bleeding. It's an emergency situation. We have to get a handle on that. But once that's done, the question needs to move from, okay, how do I not use today, to who do I need to become so I can live the happiest life and never want to sacrifice my future to go and have a drink or a hit? And that's the question I'm going to ask you. Who do you want to become? See, people relapse after, say, 30 or 60 days clean, and they're completely shocked. Like, they don't know what the hell happened. You ask them, like, I have no idea. I was doing so great. But if you zoom out, you see the pattern in their life. No structure, no discipline, physical health, not great. No goals, no exciting future that they're building. All they're doing is avoiding using today, and that is a recipe for disaster. You want more, and I'm gonna give it to you. So here's the shift of perspective that I want you to sit with for a second. Real sobriety is not built on running away from the person we used to be. It's running toward the version of ourselves we want to become. You're gonna build a life. You're gonna build discipline, confidence, routines. You are going to build something that you absolutely care about losing. And when we do that, something very interesting happens. Our goals become louder than our cravings. Cravings probably won't stop for quite some time. Hey, I'm 14 years clean. I still sometimes dream that I'm smoking crack, but it's meaningless to me now because I have a future and a present that I'm really enjoying. So sacrificing that is no longer an option. Triggers probably won't vanish. Cravings probably won't vanish, but they do stop running the show. And now you stop protecting your sobriety and you start protecting your future. You start protecting your identity. And this is also where standards come into play. Not harsh standards, but honest standards. I do what I say I'm going to do. I train my body because it stabilizes my mind. I show up every day and build momentum even when I don't feel like it. This is the identity work that turns sobriety into just one of the tools that you use to design this amazing future that you're so excited about, that you're enjoying so much that you would never sacrifice it. Just one of the tools. Fitness, community, routine. They're all tools as well. Sobriety is not the end goal. Sobriety is just one of the tools. And this is also why I built a community around this idea. Not the idea of not using. That's a part of it, of course. But the idea is to work together to build lives that we don't need to escape from. And hey, if this video feels like it's putting into words something you felt for a long time, but you couldn't really explain, you're not alone. And you're not too late. Sobriety is the foundation. What you build on top of it, that is what changes everything. So let me ask you, who do you want to be?